Hello and welcome to BrokerBay. Today I'm going to be going through a quick tutorial. I don't know how quick it's going to be, but I'm going to try and do it as quickly as possible for you, but also touching on all the basics that BrokerBay provides yourself and the other agents within your brokerage. Currently, if you're part of the Toronto Real Estate Board, is part of the services the Toronto Real Estate Board provides. So everybody has an account. Whether or not your brokerage has chosen to utilize that, maybe the difference between different brokerage, but I would say there's a good percentage of brokerages across the Toronto Real Estate Board network and other brokerages in Ontario and probably in beyond using it. So first of all, what I want to do is I want to give you an overview of what BrokerBay does for you. It really is a great piece of technology that manages notifications from your brokerage to you, as well as your listings. So all your listings will be loaded into the BrokerBay system to manage things like notifications, feedback, showing requests, etc. You'll also have notifications with regards to any of the showings that you've booked on other people's listings. So that's going to help or organize them and also notify you with regards to important information about getting access to that property. And in the end as well, it's a communication between yourself, the other agents within your brokerage, maybe your front desk administrators, etc. So there's a lot of neat features in the BrokerBay system, which is available both on a desktop as well as a mobile device as an app. Today, we are going to be going into and diving into the BrokerBay desktop version. I'll do another mobile version, but that's in a different video. So what I'm going to do is go to brokerbay.com. We're going to go ahead and sign in. And you're going to be utilizing your email address that currently, I believe, is set up with the Toronto Real Estate Board. In terms of setup of the password, I mean, you can always hit forgot password if you don't know it and reset it if you have any problems signing in. We're going to use Steve Warren's account here, an agent with us, actually one of our managers, and just put in the password. And that will log us in. Now, when that first screen pops up, you're going to see Steve's dashboard. Steve being an agent in the brokerage, he'll have access to his agent view. As a manager or administrator within BrokerBay, it will look different. But for today's session, I have used an agent's login, so it does look as an agent would see. So first of all, what I like to do is sort of set up everything from the beginning as the first things that you would want to check out and make sure are working properly or set up properly within the system. I'll take you through the top right-hand corner across some of the applications at the top, and then I'll go down through brokerage, dashboard, showings, favorites, analytics, and contacts. So that'll give you a good overview of everything that's in the system. Again, this is not a deep dive. There are some advanced features and other information that you may want to look into in the future, but this will get you started as a great overview of what BrokerBay does and some of the neat features that it has. So first of all, we're going to start off by going to the top right-hand side. You'll see your first and last name initials. You'll also see account settings, and that is the first thing I want to go into. With your account, just make sure all your information is correct. Your email, your mobile number. Obviously, you can reset your password within here, and you can upload a profile photo. Other agents within your brokerage will be able to see your picture. I think that's a nice feature, and it will probably be something that within the system allows you to also be recognized throughout maybe people booking showings, etc. Currently, Steve does not have that profile photo uploaded, but and you may not as well. So go ahead and upload that. Just make sure all the information is correct. The other notification settings or just your account settings to start off, go through front desk instructions. Now, most brokerages will probably set this up for you. Just make sure and verify some of this information is done. Whether or not you want to release your mobile number to somebody who's calling in, you can set forwarding on or off, add a forwarding email address, forward your calls to a different person if you're going away. For example, you can also set up vacation dates. So if you are going on vacation, it starts and ends, and then that will also be able to forward your calls during certain dates. Copy your printer codes. If you're given one by your brokerage, you can add that here just for reference. And then your front desk notes. I mean, the front desk may have some notes on the account that you have specific requests for, and you can hit save there, move on to your listing settings. So as listings come in from some of the contracts you'll sign, you'll want to have some of these settings turned on or off, depending on your situation. Feedback collection, so you want to get feedback on all your listings from other agents that have shown the property. We have that as a global setting to turn on. Notify you when the feedback is collected on those. Yeah, you want to be notified. And then expiry notifications will be set to on if your expiry was your listing's coming up for expiry, so 7 days prior. Also, if you'd like to add following users, you can add a contact to showing confirmations. For example, if you have a buying agent or a listing agent that you're working with, that they want to see the showing confirmations as well, or you're partnering up on something, you can add other contacts to the showing confirmations. It could also be even contacts. Let's say it's somebody within your client setup. It could be a brother-in-law that needs to see that because he's staying in the basement or whatnot. It's just different contacts that'll be notified for showings. You hit save, and then over on the billing side, you really don't have to do anything if you're part of the Toronto Real Estate Board, if you're not paying for something in addition. So don't worry about billing. So that is your profile setup. Okay. Top right-hand side again, you have notification settings. So these are very important. It depends on how much notifications you like to receive. If you're actively really, let's say, geared up and into real estate as a full-time career, I would imagine you want to know as much information about the things going on, especially within your brokerage, other exclusive things. So I'm going to go through some of these settings. If you're, let's say, not actively engaged and you don't want all these settings all the time, again, if you find them annoying because you don't do any condo, commercial sales, you don't do any leasing, some other stuff like that, you can set it up how you want. Currently, everything is set to on, so you can see how much information is being provided. In this case, the freehold setting, so that's your regular freehold is on, your condo's on, your commercial is on, and your leasing is on. If you don't do one of these, you don't want to see one of these, that's fine, you can turn it off. Also, we have different offices, and you may only want something that is specific in your area. If you don't want to receive something out in Hamilton, what's happening in Hamilton, then you can uncheck that. But keep in mind, if somebody from our Hamilton office does list something in Newmarket, for example, you may want to see that. So you can turn those all on. And keep in mind, these aren't necessarily having to be sent out every single time something happens in these offices. You can have daily recaps. So it really has a lot of flexibility. The instant updates. So something new and exclusive comes on the market right away and you want to see it, you're going to turn that on. If you want any new MLS listing that hits the market within the brokerage, you're going to turn that on. I'm going to keep it to Steve's preferred settings. The MLS price changes, new assignments, new coming soons, new construction. He's going to get notified the instant that happens. Okay. Or you can decide to turn that all off and just get daily recaps of things like open houses, new listings, the haves and wants, which I'll go into. And then the only includes subscribe branches. There's a little question mark because I'm not even sure what that means. By clicking the box, you allow daily recaps from your brokerage only include information for subscribed locations, not all your brokerage locations. So you would turn these on and off depending on it. Turn this on to just get information from the daily recaps in Richmond Hill, for example. So that's an interesting one. Friday's update is all coming soons and exclusive listings. So you can turn everything off and just say, I just want to see all coming soon and exclusives on Fridays. I mean, it's fully customizable, and you'll hit save. Under the office message setting, you will get front desk messages either by email or text and or both. In this case, Steve set it to email only from the front desk. However, the showing updates from other agents can be changed as well. They can be by text message instead of email or both as well. So hit save. and you'll have that set up for your notifications. Back to the top right-hand side again, that is now going, we've gone through the account, we've gone through the notifications, and there is something called a template manager. Now, templates, I'm going to say, is a bit more of an advanced setting, so I'm only going to overview them. We currently use templates for offer registrations, for example. We have the ability for agents to have specific templates for, let's say, the rules or how an offer presentation is going to go for their multiple offer scenario. So we've done a template for them. For that, you can, in your system, if you're in our company, you'll see that. However, if you're from a different brokerage, you may see what they have set up or not. And you can set your own templates up. So it is more advanced setting. This is basically to manage 3 different things. Feedback on showings. So you can set a template for feedback. It'll say specific things or specific questions for feedback. You can message showing agents on a listing. So here's the rules on every listing. Let's say you want, shoes removed, use lockbox, close back door, don't let the cat out, all that kind of stuff, and or templates for offer registration, which you see in front of you as well. There are global settings that the office sets up, so you can have a look at those, what those are, and you might be just happy with that. Again, keep in mind that this is all done for you. The templates are set up by the brokerage for showing instructions. So although you can, it gives you transparency and you can see what those showings instructions are as a global setting, it really does not have to be changed or set up. So don't worry about it unless you want to. Moving along, we get into lockboxes. If you're using electronic lockboxes, this will give you an opportunity in order to set up, let me just get into that again, set up your lockboxes. So the brand of the lockbox, the serial number, what lockbox or what address that lockbox is assigned to, the access logs and actions on that lockbox. So again, it's a management of your digital lockboxes, okay, as an overview. The last thing is just to log out. So this is your settings at the top right-hand side, and it's good to know all the important things that are happening with notifications and your account settings. Next to account settings, you've got your messages. So this is the messages that the company will send out to you. It'll be a message. For the most part, you'll see a lot of things such as, showing instructions on your listing or showings that have been booked on your listings and or showings you've booked on other listings. Those will be paged out to you, but also it could be office communications that it's kind of like a paging system. So if you guys remember the old pagers you used to have on your hip, well, this is the same idea. It's just depending on your settings going to be emailed out to you or text to you, and you'll be able to review that, all your text and your notifications from the brokerage. And then you have notifications. So reminders. These are notifications. We use them currently for setting up for training, for example. Okay. And then the last thing on this list, or second last thing on this list up at the top right-hand side, is your folders and brokerage file folders. If your brokerage is using the system to store files in it, you'll have files in here. We currently do not use this as a feature. We prefer to use both web forms as well as the Google Drive folder for our brokerage. So we're not currently using it within BrokerBay. And then you have a question mark, and you'll notice question marks on different technology platforms, and it's the same thing. It's basically your support center. There's a platform status, so it just gives you an idea of I guess, the BrokerBay system, if it's operational, and incidents. So it's, again, transparency and saying, is there something wrong with BrokerBay, or is it my computer? They also have training webinars. So if you click on for agents, it'll show you the next ones that's coming up. In this case, there isn't any. And then you have your help center. The help center is great. It gives you an opportunity to go into the agents help center section and answer some of your questions. They will have, really good tutorials. As you can see here, if I want to find out how to set up my central lock system on your listing, you could click on that and it would give you the instructions on how to do that. So it's a good how-to system. If something needs to be answered, it should be in there. We'll go back to BrokerBay here. and then a contact us. If you can't get access to Help Center, maybe it's something that that you're trying to do within the system, or something that's not happening for you, you can contact them as well. Okay, we're done with the top right-hand side, the setup and some of the quick links. On the left-hand side, when you first log in, your dashboard comes up. So I want to show you that, okay? I like the dashboard. It gives you a great overview of what's happening within your business. In this case, there are no listings on Steve's dashboard because he doesn't have any listings currently. He doesn't have any showings booked on a buyer showing or showings booked on his listings. However, if you're an active agent, you have listings and or you're showing properties, this will populate. And it really does give an overview of what's happening. You know, it could be for the day, the week, and then your tasks as well. Any tasks that are assigned to you will be in here. One of them I like is the feedback section. So feedback is required. So if you're shown a property and they've asked you for feedback, you'd like to be a great agent to give feedback, you can provide feedback through the system. Also, all your contacts are in here. Now, it's clients that you've worked with. It will be populated based on your listing information. For example, if you've had some listings, your clients will show up in there because those people will have access to showing and notifications, etc. You'll also have different suppliers like home inspectors in there. Your brokerage is all the agents within the brokerage as well. So you can contact all the agents that have shown your properties. Okay, you can also add contacts in here. So just some nice features there. Your listings will be populated from the MLS system. However, if you're creating an exclusive listing within the system, actually it does not have exclusives anymore. That's one of the things that BrokerBay had in the past. But if you did need to create a listing within the system, such as, oh yes, well, exclusives would still be in there for showing requirement or for booking showings, but it won't be shared within the BrokerBay system. In the past, there used to be a share feature there that's no longer there. But yes, you can create the listing. Let your admin do that. If you're in our company, you hand in the information, they'll put in all the right stuff in there for you, no problem. Okay, so that was dashboard. Okay, brokerage is all your brokerage's listings. There are all the listings in front of you that the brokerage has. This gives a great opportunity in order to see who's listed what, where, just for your brokerage. I tend to like to use it to contact agents if maybe they would like an open house done for them, etc. Now, there are agents that are doing open houses, and the open houses will be listed here. Now, the one thing with open houses, I will say, if you're a Matrix user, it is populated by your MLS system. If you're a TRREB user, it is not. So you will have to add your open houses here or have our front desk add them for you. So if you are hosting an open house, you will want to post it here. There are a few different places you'd like to post it in order so that it gets out there. One of them being your MLS, so it gets up to Korea. So that Realtor.ca has it. If you post it on here, that does not go to your board. It does not go on Realtor.ca. It will go to an internal network. Okay. It'll also allow the front desk to see that there's an open house this weekend, and that they can say, you know, maybe notify the people that are showing the property if they like to go through the open house, that sort of thing. So open houses will be listed here as long as they're added to the system. Haves and wants is a great section. This is where the people within your brokerage will be able to put in a have or a want. So great communication that isn't necessarily everyone spamming everybody about things, right? Like say you have a pocket buyer, you've got a pocket listing, you've got a coming soon, you've got a specific person looking for a lease, etc. So this allows this system to be sent out. And if your notification settings are set to receive those, everyone that have set up the haves and wants will get it. Right. And then you've got the agents on the side in order to contact. So open house help. Good morning, everyone. I'm a newer agent in the office. I'd like to assist in open houses. Samantha's looking to do open houses this Sunday or Saturday. So you could contact Samantha by clicking on her information and email her directly, send her a message, etc. through the system. Okay, so that's a great haves and wants in internal communication. That is the brokerage section. Okay. The dashboard we've gone through, your showings will show up in here. So any of your buyer showings, let's say you've booked showings on properties coming up, it will come into to this area, as well as your listings. So if you have any listings, your listing showings will be in here as well. Great for feedback, contacting. You can print it. You can print the list of the people that are shown. You can contact the agent directly. It's a great opportunity to manage your showing and feedback requests. My favorites, when you're in the system and you are looking at different, let's say showings, let's say there was, there's your buyer showings, let's say it was Harrison Court here, you can favorite it, okay? And since we're in here, well, I'm gonna talk a little bit about what is in this section. Any of the MLS numbers within the system, you can search and favorite, right? So as soon as you favorite that listing, it will show up on your favorites, but you can also do different things through the system as well, such as book a showing or register an offer. These are amazing opportunities for you to not have to necessarily go outside BrokerBay in order to book showings, or it's a whole registration of offer process that you can. So if 6 Harrison Court, you're interested in registering that offer, you would click on register offer, and then it would ask you questions about your offer, such as the irrevocable date and time, as well as your information, and you can even attach an offer document, which is like Form 801, for example, in order to show them that you have a registered offer, should you decide to do that. So there are currently 0 offers, and you can see the status of the registered offers. So there's a great opportunity to now manage offers, whether or not you're the listing brokerage or have communication happening when you're looking at what has been registered. Should the showing agent be using BrokerBay in order to manage their registered offers? Okay, so again, it's a great opportunity to do that, and I love it on your mobile phone as well. So we'll be doing a tutorial on the mobile phone app as well. So that's your showings section. Your favorite sections, as I said, you can add favorites. There is an analytics section that's currently, I understand, essentially it's saying, listen, this isn't accurate information. Not every brokerage uses BrokerBay, so it's not going to have everything in a marketplace. So you understand you're just looking at trends, but it does have a lot of brokerages. So you can hit, I understand that, and you can see new listings in new market. And for an example, you can add different cities, different areas for sale, for lease, all property. There's different filters. You can find certain information out. And I like using this to sort of see what the trends are. In this case, we've got the last 365 days, right? And they're looking at year-over-year information. So over the previous year. I'm going to move on to the contact section. So I'm just going to do a refresh and go into contacts. So on your contact section, you will have your clients in here. This is blurred out just for the privacy of the clients that are in the system currently. Your suppliers, you can add suppliers in here. So if you work with home inspectors, stagers, etc., it's a great opportunity to put the people you're working with in an organized system. Your brokerage agents within the brokerage. So if you need to contact anybody within the system in your brokerage as well, and then it has an archive section as well. So that's how contacts work. So as you can see within the system, it gives you a great opportunity to manage your listings, manage your showings, provide feedback, communicate with other agents within your brokerage, and manage your notification and communication from your office. So it's a great system. It's easy to use. Again, there's a mobile version as well, which is great for on the go, but that gives you a great overview of getting started with BrokerBay. I hope that you learned something. Obviously, subscribe to our channel if you like the information that we've provided, and you'll get more tutorials, including that mobile tutorial that I will be doing shortly. Thanks, everyone, and have a great day.
Thank you so much for watching. If you like our video, please hit the like button, the subscribe, and even the little bell to get notifications, just so you can stay in touch and watch more of these great videos.